What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3D Rivals, your first line of defense against stupid movies. My name is DJ, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, my sister Danica.
What's up?
And my brother Derek.
What's up?
And this week, we're going to be talking about The Ghost and the Darkness. This is a 1996 movie about man-killer lions. Man-eaters.
Yeah.
Man-eater lions in 1896 Africa. 1886?
98.
Yep.
1898. One
Yes.
of those.
Yeah.
18 something or another.
Yes.
So so it's about, them building a railroad in Africa and the construction site being attacked by these man-eater lions. Based on a true story.
Which is crazy because if it wasn't, you'd be like, man, lions don't act like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
But they said the true story that it was only one lion, though.
No, it's two.
No, it was two.
It's two.
They were
Okay.
called
The
Ghost in the Darkness, which is why the movie's named that.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, the movie is very accurate.
Yeah, I did look into some of the story of the movie. Is pretty accurate. Barring some people, there are characters that aren't really there, and yeah. But pretty good. It's nothing like an accurate true story,
Very true. Especially like even when they take liberties, like you say, like the most inaccurate things are like the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine. Like, like movies are going to add characters, make up characters, combine characters together. But for the story to be pretty accurate and then also to be told well. And then also to make a movie like this in the 90s, I think.
Yeah. So I'm wondering how they did the lion attacks.
They use real lions.
For the attacks?
Well, I mean, not like they had to bite a man's head off.
Yeah, I was like, what do you mean?
Well, I just know like they were... I don't know, like I seen a clip where they would have like a man standing down and have like a lion jump like off a stand or something.
Mm-hmm.
And the man will fall while the lion is jumping. And so they probably use cuts or something so you don't see that he didn't actually jump on the man, but basically jumps over the man.
There's no way I agree to that as an actor.
Oh.
Like, you stand here, we're going to have the lion jump this way. And you just fall, and you'll be okay. Don't worry.
Well, and that's the thing. There was like, the lions were domesticated and tame.
No,
But-
there's no such thing.
But there were like cases
No.
where like the lion would get away from the trainer, then everyone would like run to the cars and run away, but like let us know when you catch them. So
No. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Not doing that.
And then when the lion eats the trainer, then what?
that didn't happen, or if it did happen, they did not put that on the internet.
Well, I'm just saying, we run to our car and the lion, I guess we drive away.
Yeah, I just know that there were
It's the end of the movie.
That's it. It's just the ghost, not the darkness.
as far as I know, no humans were injured by lions in the making of this movie.
If I'm an actor, nah.
I mean, I agree.
As soon as my agents tell you, yeah, they're going to use a real lion, I'm like, well,
Well, I agree
you
because
can use a not real meat.
because watching this movie, I was like, these are real lions.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, how they pull that off? But I mean, I agreed. It wouldn't be me. I'm like, is there gonna be like some glass between us?
Me and the lion can't be in the same. Like, if you're filming with the lion cannot be on set when I am on set. Okay? It will have to be somewhere away from wherever I am and not able to get away from where it is.
Do they like remember how like in like when they wanted to shoot scenes with twins, you shoot the scene with one twin,
Mhm.
and then the person like basically turns around and do the scene again as the other twin.
Mm-hmm.
Do that for that, like shoot the scene with nothing but the lions.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
come back and shoot the scene.
They
nothing.
could have done that in the 90s.
Yeah.
Just have the lions do the stunts and then put the people in.
Yeah.
Um,
That would cost more.
yeah, and it may have been more difficult. It would have costed a lot in the 90s too.
Yeah.
Because now, you can do it on your Windows
Well,
computer.
Yeah.
now we're not even going to bother using real lions.
Yeah, it's gonna be
That's true.
CGI.
It's going to be all CGI.
Well, I would say use a real lion until you needed to interact with a person.
I agree. I mean, they're aggressive animals. You never really know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be me. But yeah, jump over my head. It's fine. I'm cool. Don't. Like,
yeah,
please
that's
don't.
that's my thing. Especially you got the lion doing things. Like, what if his instinct pops up and it's like, hey, you know what? I should pounce on this person.
Yeah.
You know? And then I'm dead.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
But they pulled it off.
They did. Nobody was attacked by the lions, so cool. Cool. So story. Oh man, I forget the character's name. What's the main character's name?
John Patterson.
Yes. Okay, Patterson, Lieutenant Patterson. Colonel Patterson. My bad. I think it was Lieutenant in real life, though. It might have been because I was reading an article about the real story, and I swore they had L.T. Patterson.
Maybe, but in the movie, he was a colonel.
Okay, Colonel Patterson is hired by whatever company.
The British Empire.
Oh, sure. Yeah, Britain. To build a railroad in Africa. I don't remember what the point of the railroad was, but they didn't want to get beat out by France and whatever, and it was to tame the continent. I'll put it that way, nicer than they said in the movie, because
yeah, there was some audible head shaking while watching this.
Yeah, I'm like, oh wow. But again, this is based on 1898.
British were still trying to conquer the world.
Yes. Yeah. And we all know what happened to Africa. So, yeah. So they're building a railroad. He's sent there to, as an engineer, to help build a bridge across the river.
Yes. In real life, he is not an engineer, but
okay. Yeah. And so, but he gets there, and people start getting attacked by lions. And that's the movie. They have to stop the lions.
Yeah, basically, the whole movie is that they're trying to protect themselves, trying to hunt down the lions so that they can finish this bridge. Britain is all like, yo, you're behind schedule. Finish this bridge. He's like, I can't finish this bridge because my men don't want to work.
Right.
And they don't want to work, rightfully so.
Because they're getting attacked by lions.
Because they're getting attacked by lions. Yeah.
I don't know how I would have been going. I'm sorry.
Especially
everybody's still going to sleep in tents and stuff. I'm like, yo, no.
Well, it's like when they built the protection so they wouldn't get attacked at night. It's like, okay. But it's like, but then during the day and the lion jumps over and I'm like, yeah, now I'm out. Because it's just like, okay, now I know it can get past this.
That our wall of protection.
Didn't right.
Yeah,
they're
called bombas, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm out.
It's like a thicket wall.
Yeah. But watching this, because the majority of the workers were Indian and some Africans, some Africans were like, we ain't building your railroad. I wondered if they had a choice, really. Because at this time, India would have been over British rule.
They were under British rule, yeah.
So
I mean, apparently they left.
Well, I mean,
eventually.
At some point, if 1,000 men are just like, bro, I'm out.
Yeah.
But I just wonder.
Well, I guess that's why it was just like, hey, this needs to get done.
Yo, and this is the Indians that were dealing with tigers back in India. And they're like, nope.
Well, I mean, tigers are different than lions.
Yeah.
And then who's to say, like, that part of India, they were affected by tigers like that?
Yeah, well, Patterson had, when he tried to build his trap, he was like, he did it for a tiger before. Yeah. So I figure they at least ran into a tiger.
I guess it all depends on where they're from.
Yeah. But then again, like we said, Derek mentioned, they attacked at night, they attacked during the day. These lions weren't normal.
Right.
Right? They weren't doing, because like everything, even Patterson, like they're trying to make plans, even, he's got some help from the Africans and stuff like that. And the reason why the plans were failing is because the lions just aren't acting like in Lion Acts.
Yeah. Because normally the bombas would have worked to keep them out of their camp.
Yeah.
At a minimum. Yeah. But they were still finding ways in. And it's just like, the lion's not attacking in the same place twice. It's just like
they finding ways in, like they just have to get in there, right?
Yeah, it's like you're stalking us now.
Yeah. Because normal lions, because I believe it was one of the people, and they were like, "Oh, in my village, we put up the bombas."
It was Samuel. Yeah.
Yeah, and we do that to keep them out, and it obviously works for them because they have a village, right? Yeah. So it was weird. Then to point out, it's 2 male lions. Generally, you won't see them working together. One normally is the female lions that do the attacking. Not that male lions won't attack. They will.
They will, but the female lions do the majority of the hunting.
Yeah. So you have 2 male lions. They're specifically hunting people. We found out later in the movie that it's just they just kill men, and it would seem because it's every night someone's dying. So they're just killing for fun.
Yeah.
They're just doing it to do it, which is okay, that's again weird.
Yeah, because I think Patterson even said in the movie, it's just okay, after Minna died, then the next night off screen another worker dies, and he's just they wouldn't need to hunt again. You just killed.
Yeah.
There's no reason for you to be back out hunting.
Yeah.
It's just they hunt when they need to eat. It's you just ate a whole man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so this behavior is what made the people suspicious. They're these aren't lions, these are demons, these are ghosts or whatever, which is why we got the Ghost in the Darkness name for them.
Yeah.
And hey, I get them. It's yo, this is weird.
Yeah.
They don't like your railroad. They're against it or something,
I mean, honestly, if I was Patterson, I'd be you know what, build your own bridge. I'm out.
Oh, I would have been out if I was Patterson.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yep.
After a bit, I'm yo, yeah, no.
Yeah,
I'm not. Out. You know what I mean? I'm not a lion hunter. I ain't down for this. Just...
Yeah, and then the owner talking about I'll ruin your reputation. I'm man, forget you. I
right.
wanted to say
ruin my reputation.
Yeah,
you stay down here for a night. Hopefully it comes after your 10.
That's what I'm saying. This man was talking. I'm talking straight like a man who don't do any actual work.
Yeah. Patterson built a trap and he's oh, idiotic. And it's
you come down here and catch this lion then.
Yeah, I'm what we trying to do something.
Yeah, talking about oh, you're weak and blah, blah, blah. I'm bruh, in 20 minutes, you going to hop back on that train and go back to where you came from.
And then one of the first things he said, I don't care about the 30 men who have died. And I'm isn't that isn't that some company somewhere?
Yeah, I just, nothing more. I just man, just let this guy die on his way back to the train. Just
get attacked by the lion.
I just really, of all the people in this movie, I really wanted him to be taken out. He was just that big of a jerk.
Yeah. Another upsetting part about this movie. Okay, he has the trap. So he builds a trap within a car, railroad car, and it the lion trips a wire, it shuts the door, and there are people behind bars, so the lion can't get to them. And then, since the lion's trapped, you can then take it out, without being in danger. So the first night he doesn't, the lion doesn't show up, and he hires 3 men to do it. The lion does show up, and they can't shoot this lion. I'm what are y'all doing? Shoot it! First of all, they were asleep. I'm bruh.
Okay, that was problem number 1.
Yeah,
I was all 3 of you guys fell asleep? Someone has to be the lookout.
Yeah.
First of all, I wouldn't have slept my entire time in this camp.
No.
As soon as the first lion attack,
First of all, if you want to put me in a box and say this box is going to trap a lion, I'm not falling asleep.
Yeah.
There's no way you're going to trap me in a box with a lion.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to be like,
I'm just going to be okay, it's nighttime.
Let me sleep.
No.
Nah. Not happening.
Nope. Not happening at all.
Yeah, so they fall asleep. They wake up, start screaming.
Not even ready to shoot.
Ugh.
And then they can't shoot through the bars. I'm I thought y'all supposed to be good.
Yeah.
You can't shoot through the bar?
Yeah, supposed to be trained riflemen or something. Yeah, and then I think the guy was he kept moving. He was it's a lion.
Right. He's supposed to stand still before you can shoot him.
It's not like the railroad car's that big. He's enclosed.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And it's a big, lions are big.
And then
I was
it's not even that they didn't kill the lion.
They didn't
even hit the lion.
Yeah.
You didn't injure it or anything.
The whole time I'm just one shot, just injure it.
Oh my goodness.
And then they shoot the trap door behind the lion so it gets to escape again.
Yeah, just absolutely. That was another thing when I'm just literally talking to myself and then it caught on fire. I'm please tell me these men don't burn alive.
Yeah. I thought they were going to burn alive.
I thought they were going to burn alive. And I'm just I don't know if I can.
And so interesting fact, that really happened.
Yeah, and it was more than 3 people.
Yeah. So the little hole trap thing, yes, and the people in there, and they did not hit the lion.
Wow.
Just.
I'm like trash. Look, I'm not a trained rifleman, so I can't say that I would be able to hit the lion.
Look, if you're gonna give me a rifle, stick me in a box.
First of all, I'll be closer to the bars. I get what you're saying, but like, hey, I'm gonna be at a point where I know I'm shooting through that bar.
Well, my thing is, if someone is awake, your gun is through the bars. As soon as the lion comes in, you can shoot it.
That's true. Yeah. You could have shot it way earlier.
Yeah, like you don't have to wait until it's attacking the bars. You could have shot it long before then. Just pathetic.
God, that was horrible. Yeah, so well, like we said, the workers they left.
Yep. After that, they were like, we're out.
He tried to convince them to stay. He did that one time when he was like, "Well, are you gonna go back home and?" The men were going to tell their wives that died that you didn't have the courage to stay it out. And I'm like, no, I didn't.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to tell his wife is your husband got eaten by a lion and I left because I didn't want to be eaten by a lion too.
Exactly. Like, what is me staying going to do? Like, so we had these demon-possessed lions.
Yeah.
They different. I'm out.
Yeah, them lions built different.
Yeah, I'm out. At this point, like, her husband already dead.
Yeah, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to avenge her husband against a lion? Yeah,
or is she supposed to feel better that the bridge got built? I don't care about that bridge.
She don't care about the bridge.
Don't care about the bridge.
Care about that? Yeah. Yeah, no. So eventually they all leave. Well, we forgot Remington saves his life because they were gonna kill Patterson.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Remington's the person that's not real. This is Michael Douglas's character.
Yeah.
So he's not a real person. He didn't
not
exist.
At all. Nope.
But in the movie, he saves his life and he's there to help him hunt the lions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh right, they all left after the hospital takedown. That was the last straw. Which
Mm-hmm. Now, Remington, I get where he was coming from. They was trying to tell him that these lions build different, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's still treating them like regular lions.
Yeah.
And that was messed up. And I was still surprised by it in the movie too. So he moved the hospital. He built another hospital. And then they set the trap in the old hospital. The lions knows that's where people are because they've been attacking the camp for a while. And, he saw first paw prints outside of the hospital. So he knows they scoping it out. And so, like, it wasn't a bad idea. But somehow they're like, oh, yeah, no, we know you moved to hospital.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was kind of like, oh, you thought, like, you set us up.
Right. We're like, oh, okay.
I got you. Like, I'm going to show up, and then I'm going to leave. And then killed a bunch of men inside of a hospital.
That was
yeah.
Real.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, so that is when the work crew was just like, we're done.
I would have been done well before then, but yeah. I got you.
Yeah, so that leaves Remington, Patterson, and Samuel behind.
Also, I'm not going there. I'm sorry for.
No, I got you.
We'll have you work in Africa to build a railroad out in the open in the savannah. No.
Well, I think it's a little different.
I know it's 18, whatever, and but it's still.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's too many animals roaming free.
I agree. Like looking at that, you know how it opens and it's showing like, look how pretty Africa is with the elephants and the giraffes. And I'm saying to myself, I don't never want to be there.
First of all, an elephant would kill you.
Mm-hmm.
A giraffe, maybe. Then they show hyenas, they'll kill you.
Yep.
Yes.
Then they showed hippos, they'll also kill you.
Yep.
I feel like I'm good. Here in Ohio with my deer, and
they'll kill you.
They will kill you. Deer will kill you.
Hit them with your car fast enough, they will.
Yeah, hit them in slow motion, just a little bumper damage.
No, like go to attack a deer. Okay, so I know it's not
you
about
attack
the movie.
Deer on a
I don't
basis?
attack a deer.
Oh, okay.
You out your mind? If I see a buck in my backyard, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not going.
I just feel like you're about to go into a story about when you and this deer fought
with my bare hands. No. So it was this lady. It was on her camera on her home. Mm-hmm. And so she's getting out. Her little dog is barking at a buck. So it starts attacking the dog, right? And then she goes in to try and save her little tiny dog and like swinging her purse at the deer. Oh my God. Mm-mm. It's a buck, mind you. Right? So it's like, well, I'm going to stab you with my antlers.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with you? Don't attack a deer.
Yeah. Was she the one American without a gun? Like, if I'm going to save my dog, like, I'm going to get the gun.
I don't know where it was. Huh. Not every place in America. Well, okay,
this is the time for you to have a gun.
My statement back. Never mind.
But like, is this not the time you start shooting?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Or the dog was gonna get away.
My responses for
it wasn't actually gonna harm the dog. It couldn't get to it. The dog was gonna run away. Like once it started attacking at the dog, it was gonna run away and it would have been fine. She just like put herself in danger and got herself. Like she didn't die, but her arms and stuff got like stabbed up by the.
Did she get Lyme disease? Probably.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, but I'm not about to hit a deer with my purse. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Run.
It's like
because a deer's not chasing you. You got to know about the animals in your area. A deer's not chasing you, so you run. You run away, the deer runs away, and it's fine. Now, it doesn't work with all animals. Don't try.
Yeah.
Because we have cougars here, too. Don't run.
Look, I'm running. I'm sorry.
I mean, don't turn your back and run. Oh, okay. Walk backwards.
That's good. I can run backwards.
Yeah, because they showed a video of someone, like, being kind of, like, chased down by a cougar. But they're like, if they had turned around to run, it would have.
But see... I just feel like, and then, you know how like with bears, they're like pretend like you're dead or something.
Definitely don't run from a bear.
You don't run from a bear.
You're not getting away. You're just going to die.
Do you really think pretending like you're dead works?
You got a better chance of living.
Yeah, because they said that even if it like sniffs you and like claw at you, you will have injuries.
Yo.
But you will survive. If you run, it's killing you.
I don't believe it. Honestly, one of y'all test out and let me know if it works.
I'm not gonna test it out because I don't want to be.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, you're right.
I just feel
like. But I feel like these ranger people came up with this because they learned how the animal acts.
Oh yeah, You know what the rangers put out at the beginning of park season or whatever it is when people go hiking. This is what's their message. Remember to survive a bear attack, you only have to be faster than your friend. That was literally what they put.
That is funny.
I know it's a joke.
But also, if there are two of you, then you can run. And just run faster than the other person.
Yes, all you got to do is run faster than the other person. If it's
just you, one, you're not outrunning. You're going to run and do what? It's like, okay, Danica, it's like with the lions. If you see that lion and you run... You're going to die.
No, I agree with you. Like, it's a death sentence. I also just feel like just standing there, make yourself really big, dead. Pretend like you're dead. I just feel like just
if it's black, attack. Work. If it's brown, get down. If it's white, you're dead.
Yeah.
Well, when are we rolling up to polar bears?
That's true. I'm not going anywhere near a polar bear. So, and I mean, their habitat's going away anyway. So, I guess we don't have to worry about it.
They might migrate
from Alaska. Are they in Alaska?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought they were only in like the Arctic or something.
I mean, they're in the Arctic, but also Alaska, which is like next to the Arctic.
Yeah, but I mean, they don't need the cold to survive, though.
Aren't they happier?
There have been natural grizzly polar bear hybrids.
I don't know. In Planet Zoo, you got to keep that habitat cold, so I think they need it.
I mean, yeah, I think.
Well, he already said there's a hybrid polar grizzly bear out there.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean. I think the polar bears itself, like as a species, would not survive without the cold climate. That's how they're built.
You test that theory too.
Okay. I ain't testing it. I'm definitely not going to be near a polar bear. First of all, I don't like being cold.
Also, that I'm not going anywhere. Here is cold enough.
Yeah, we don't have grizzlies over here. I don't think.
I don't think so.
And so it's just black bears.
Yeah.
I don't like how resourceful bears are.
Yeah.
They are very.
And then I'm like, I can go in my house and close the door, but then I'm like, I don't think that door is actually stopping the bear.
Right, because it can either
think that it can't get in.
Yeah, because it can either get in, like open the door, or knock the door down, depending on how strong the door is.
Okay, they are not here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I guess that is the one argument for guns.
But that is the time you need to start shooting things.
True.
But then again, shooting bears, I don't even think really like.
No, they gotta.
No, you gotta unload on a bear.
Yes.
So what you're saying is
pretend like you're dead. Shoot. Yes.
So get down and.
Yes.
And then
because it's gonna keep charging, and they can climb.
Which is saying with this movie, like running into the tree to get away from a lion. I'm like, bruh,
it's a cat.
It can climb the tree,
right? I'm like, y'all don't see the lions just chilling in trees, like.
Yeah, I was thinking I'm not sure. You did a lot of work to climb that tree, and the lion's just like, okay, I'm just gonna follow you then.
And I think they're probably better climbers than we are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And jump down a whole lot easier. So even if it gets up there and you want to jump down.
Yeah. That was not his best plan. But no. I get it.
No, throwing the gun was not the best plan.
What else was he going to do? Walk it over?
Well, here's the gun. I don't know. I just was like, that's not going to work, obviously.
He was close. There was no other choice at that point.
I guess.
Samuel had the gun. Old boy was in a tree. I'm going to try to toss you the gun. Because, one, I'm not getting out of my hiding spot.
Well, yeah, no. I'm standing right. Well, Samuel, oh, no, he couldn't shoot it because the lion was on the other side of the tree.
Yeah.
Man, y'all need some higher caliber bullets and shoot it
in 1898?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the argument for us carrying Desert Eagles. Because then, I feel like if I get attacked by a bear, then I could probably kill the bear.
You don't need that. What do they use in Alaska?
Shotguns? I don't know.
Yeah, probably so then there you go.
A big old gun to carry around.
Right. You get a Desert Eagle.
That gun's not big?
It's big. It's a big
It is big.
It is big. Ridiculous.
It's just really cool to hold.
All right. Yeah, so eventually, after they find the lion's lair, after everybody runs away because they attacked the hospital, the lair one is the lion's den is filled with human bones.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this has got to be more than just this camp, right? That they've attacked.
It's gotta be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it could have been snatching people off the road. One of the things I saw in the history behind this is that was a slave route that the Arabs were using. And that they thought maybe the reason why they were so hey, let's eat humans is because someone died on that trail. They would just leave them behind and continue their journey. So there's probably dead bodies lying around for the lions to eat. So for that to have that many bones in that cave, it could very well have started with them.
Yeah. I don't want to get into the random movie facts, but there could be a bigger reason why too they went for.
It's in there.
Yeah,
it's in there.
So, I guess we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they definitely have been hunting humans, which again is odd for lions. I mean, we did all this talk about bears and stuff, but the biggest thing is that in general they don't mess around with humans. A lot of animals don't.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's weird for a lion. You could get attacked by a lion, but it's weird that they're we're losing 30, 100 people.
That they're that aggressive all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's unusual.
Because usually what? If you had a camp like that, you probably, if they did attack you, you lose one person. And then that would be it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, and then they probably would put up precautions because of that one person, and it's they did
up before the one person died.
Well,
and it's they did, and it's well, that didn't matter. So
yeah, so that's when Remington.
Yes.
Yeah, he died.
And Patterson. Oh yeah, I was getting to the fact.
Oh, okay. My
bad. So they went to. Now that everyone's gone, they're well, we're staying to take out these lions. they built this rickety little stand for Patterson to sit on.
That scaffold.
I was like,
like I know y'all was building this fast, but dude, like I'm thinking maybe it had to be rickety so that way it can, if the lion hits it, it can move, kind of like a bridge, wind blows and moves.
If that lion hit that thing, it was collapsing. No, I disagree. We ain't talking about an earthquake.
But I was just like, why did he make his seating platform bigger? Like, I just, that thing.
Yeah, he kept like throwing his leg over to turn around.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, bro, I don't know about this. Could we have put some railings on this or something?
Well, I think that goes back to the fact that he was not an engineer in real life.
Yeah.
So
that was horrible.
Yeah, not great.
Then they had a baboon as an alarm system, but the baboon didn't survive.
Well, at least the lion was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but they did get the one.
Yes. So that's when they killed the one lion. So first, one was the owl working with the lions? I'm confused.
No, I'm thinking he was just in the way.
Of what owl? Because so he's on it, and then an owl flies at him, which makes him fall off. Which is okay. So the lion's like, oh, yo, I'm about to eat you now.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe owls are aggressive animals. I don't know.
Against mice?
Yeah, I never heard of an owl attack a human.
Maybe they did.
I mean, I don't want to get attacked by an owl.
Yeah.
But no, humans are too big. They generally, I think, just avoid.
I don't know. I just asked Google. They said they're dangerous, but they rarely attack humans.
Right.
But it said rarely. It said rarely, so that's not never.
Well, you can say that about any animal. We're talking about the movie right now.
About the lions rarely attack through the owl's nest, and he got attacked by an owl.
Usually, yeah. Look, I don't know why, but he got hit by a giant bird and fell off his scaffold. That's what happened.
Oh man. Okay, another side story thing. When we went to the zoo and they had it was a one of the raptor shows, so they had an owl, and the owl just
a raptor show.
Birds.
Oh, okay.
Predatory birds.
Just say that. Hey.
They're called raptors.
I've never heard them called raptors.
I know what you're talking about.
Whatever. Anyway, they had the owl there. And it took off flying without the trainer knowing, but it was attached to the trainer's arm. When I tell you, I'm sitting there and this owl opened its wings and started flying, I was like, first of all, that wingspan is huge. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at this bird oh my god, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Also, their talons are scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they eat mostly rodents. Remember that time when one of the New York zoos lost their owl?
Mm-hmm.
And they was like, oh, they eat rats. He'll be fine. I'm like, what if New York just released an owl every month or so? Take care of the rat problem. I mean, get the owl back, but
How will they get the owl back?
Why not?
I don't know. A lot of the rats are inside of places.
True.
You need cats.
Oh, the last thing New York need is cats.
Yeah, because then you'll have a cat problem.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could definitely pick them up in the park or something. I'm pretty sure on the street, while you're not looking, there's a bunch of rats walking around.
I don't know if it's going to reduce the rat population as much. To be honest, I think cats would be better.
Ugh, I hate cats. I'm sorry.
They definitely kill more rats than birds do.
Mm-hmm.
How do new owls eat?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I was just thinking about that. Just put a GPS tracker on it.
Snakes eat rats too.
Okay. Again, if New York don't eat cats, they don't eat snakes.
just release some pythons out there.
No, because they're going to eat more than just the rats. It's going to be cats and dogs gone.
Well, the same thing with the owls. All these people with their teacup poodles and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to get eaten.
Yeah.
You think they'll go for that before they go for a rat?
It's out in the open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They do eat small animals.
They do. I don't know. I was just thinking about that. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. And then, I mean, you talking about probably squirrels, too? I'm like, man, I seen hawks take up squirrels.
Do we need squirrels?
Probably.
Yeah,
that's how oak trees spread their seeds.
I don't need an oak tree. It's New York. They have like one tree.
Okay, we're not talking about New York.
They have Central Park.
We're not talking about New York. So you're saying eradicate the squirrels from New York? The squirrels haven't even done anything.
Yeah, they haven't. Right. And they don't even bother humans at all.
No, squirrels are fine. I have no problem with squirrels.
I was just saying, look, because y'all shot down my owl like that. Somebody gonna eat the squirrel first. I'm just saying, you know.
I just don't think it's going to be like you need a lot of owls.
Yeah. And
then they're territorial. It's not like you can have like a bunch of owls in one area.
Oh, so one, there's 5 boroughs, right?
One per borough.
One per borough.
I'm pretty sure there are owls in New York.
It probably is.
Well, I'm just saying, like, cause that one escaped and they couldn't find it, and they was like,
he's out there. He's good.
He's living his best life.
Hey, that's one animal I'm not worried about being raised in captivity and then released in the wild. It's like a predatory bird. I think it's fine. Like,
yeah. I don't think they look too hard for that bird. Yeah. They're just like, oh, well.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about a falcon or an eagle coming to attack you.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a hawk that lives in my area, be landing on my swing set.
Poor swings.
Yeah. The chipmunks didn't get eaten, though. They're still around there, so I guess they're hiding pretty well.
Could be.
Hey, them chipmunks be moving, though.
Yeah. Yeah. But, all right. I mean, we are talking about predators, but let's get back to the feline ones.
Yeah.
So they do kill the one lion. They almost die.
Hey. Yes. But, they get the job done.
Sure. I mean... I'm gonna need you to hold on to your gun. Oh, we forgot about the part where he swapped guns with the doctor.
Oh my goodness. When he did that, I was like, please tell me you're gonna practice with that gun.
What? Yeah, I'm like, I'm not swapping gun. I'm used to this gun.
Yeah.
Here, mine's more powerful. No. More powerful. I killed a lion with my gun earlier in this movie.
Yeah. Also that.
I don't need a more powerful gun. Obviously, it works.
Yeah. Yeah, like... But the way they had set it up, I was like, it really felt like the doctor set him up.
I think he did.
It felt like it.
It felt like it, but that didn't happen. But I was just like thinking, like, you switched the guns, and you at no point during the night did you test this gun out. Just Yeah. So of course he has a chance to kill the lion,
and it misfires.
It misfires. He's face to face with it. I'm like,
I might have reacted the same way he did, because like. I'm probably going to freeze up because he froze up after it misfired. And yeah, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm staring down a lion. I pulled the trigger and it didn't fire.
Well, yeah, you used up all your courage to fire the gun and it doesn't work. Now you're just like, well, now what? Because, he's not a hunter.
Mm-hmm.
So now like, well, now I would have won. Logic says, hey, fix your gun.
Yeah.
He's just like, man, I did my job and that did not work.
I mean, yes, do try to fire again.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't know what kind of gun it was, so I'm not sure how easy it was for him to fire. But no, he fired multiple times.
Yeah, it jammed. Before. But so, like, I'm pretty sure if he pulled the trigger again, nothing would have happened.
Well, I mean, yeah. So you probably got to unload. Oh, man, in that time, you're dead. I get it. I would have froze up, too, because it's like your brain's probably going like, well, I need to redo this, but...
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. I mean, imagine if he had like them old timey like bayonet rifles, where he's like, "Hold on, let me reload my bullet." How did you fight wars with that?
Well, that's why they have lines, right? The first line shoots,
and then you go up and stab them.
No,
no. And
the first line shoots while they're reloading. The second line fires.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. No, all right. My bad. Well, they had the knives on their gun.
That was last resort. That's like
that was for close combat.
Yeah, if nothing else, at least I got my knife gun.
Hey, look, man, old timey wars were dumb. I mean, like, no, I'm not gonna get into it. All right, so they killed the first lion. They're all happy now. Here, especially since there's only 3 of us now. I don't get how they just go to sleep in the tent.
Yeah.
Because remember, I think Remington is still basing them off of normal lions, right? Because he's saying, like, because remember he told the story about the bully.
Yeah.
Separately, they were bullies, but they weren't really nothing to worry about, except for when they were together.
Yeah.
So in theory is, we took out his brother.
Yeah.
That leaves one lion. We're not as concerned with one lion out there as we were when they were working together.
I mean, yeah, I guess there's less concern, but it's still a lion.
I agree. Yeah. They were a little bit too, like, I mean, man.
Too hasty.
I mean, like, we're getting drunk now? Let's not.
One, I would have cleaned up that hospital room because that was the only, like, solid structure, not the new one, the old one. Mm-hmm. I would have did that and locked up the door. Or, you know what? I would have slept in the railroad car.
Yeah.
Right? It had a little door that locks behind it and whatnot.
Well, so not in the movie, but someone did get attacked inside of a railroad car. Like,
the one that he had rigged up?
No, like a regular one. It jumped through the window.
Man, what?
Yeah, they were crazy.
It jumped through the window?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying, man.
I would have been out. I would have just left. Nope. I wouldn't have known about all of that.
This is why I
would have read it. I would have read it in the newspaper about lion attacks because I left.
Like they talking about like, oh, there's a lion out in your neighborhood. I will never leave my house.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Until they say caught. We've caught the lion.
Agreed.
Because one, you're not even gonna hear it run up on you until it's too late.
Agreed.
Be staying at home, sheltering in place.
That's fine. Just tell me to stay at home. I have no problems with that.
Or have like your car like really close to the door, and then just like run and shoot.
But see, that's because of your car outside.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, definitely start parking in the garage.
Yeah.
And then you walk through the garage to get to.
Yeah, like I don't have to go outside.
No, man, no. It can get in the garage. I'm pretty sure. And then I'm in an enclosed space.
You're not surviving that.
Then my garage tiny. It's not like I can just jump in the car. I gotta like squeeze around the car door. Oh well, maybe it can't get me then. Because like if I like roll underneath my car, it can't like squeeze on the sides to get me. So
wait.
True.
Yeah, but you think it might wait you out?
Oh yeah, that's true. Hopefully, I have my phone on me.
Oh, that's the time your phone is in the house.
Yeah,
your
right.
Battery's dead. Something
dead.
Stupid.
Like, yeah, I need you guys to call the police. I need you to kill a lion. Yeah, no, you heard me. Okay. So, while we were talking about them sleeping in tents, Remington dies in the night. Now, I was mad about that.
Because it was off screen?
No, I was just mad that Remington got killed.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Like, when he gets up in the morning, and I'm like, please tell me that we're at least going to find Remington and he's going to be okay. Definitely not.
Yeah, I
was really
disappointed.
Yeah,
I
really
wanted him to live.
Yeah. Which was funny is because the entire time, like, I've seen this movie, but I didn't remember it. Like, I probably seen it. I was young. Mm-hmm. And I didn't remember it. So, like, watching this was like seeing it for the first time. Mm-hmm. And, like, having, like, I knew it was a true story, but I didn't remember who survived. But, like, watching that, I was like, man, please don't tell me Patterson dies. And this entire time, I was thinking, like, Patterson was just not going to walk away from this. But it was Remington. He didn't make it.
Yeah. So, while Remington died, Patterson had a dream that his wife came. Now, I did figure out it was a dream pretty quickly, but when she first got there, mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah. Didn't I call you or write to you? Sorry. Didn't I write to you and tell you there were lions here? What are you doing here?
Yeah. Yeah, like, oh, I just wanted to say. I'm like, man.
No.
Like,
I'm not saying hi. There are lions.
Yeah, stay in Europe. Yeah, like, look, I get you miss me. I miss you too, but please stay away. But yeah, like, that scene, at first I was like, nope, tell me y'all not doing this. And I was like, nah, he dreaming. Like, there's no way. He has to be dreaming. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, it was a dream.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you definitely knew it was a dream when, like, his wife shows up with the baby, and then all of a sudden it's the lion running, like...
But the thing is, it's like, it's not unusual, because that's basically what had been happening.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. I don't know, it seemed too...
Too convenient?
Yeah. When I was watching, I'm like, this is a dream, right? This is a dream. But then it kept going. I'm like, this is a dream, right? And the lion jumps on his wife. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that was That was pretty cruel.
Yeah. So, but then he wakes up and Remington's dead.
Yeah. So
see, it's why I don't know. See, this is why I don't like sleeping in tents. Like, people be talking about camping and say, "Oh, it's so fun." Guess what? A tent is not stopping a bear.
Yeah.
Not protecting me from anything but water. Maybe.
I agree. I'm not.
And when?
I'm not going camping at all. One, I don't want to be in the woods. That's like how every episode of Criminal Minds starts. Just
yeah, true. In the woods. Yeah, some serial killer. Yeah, you forgot about that. The worst animal of all. People.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm pretty sure like, oh, it's great. Somehow I feel like being cold, wet, and outside, it does not sound fun to me.
Not fun at all.
So y'all can keep that.
Yeah.
But Patterson basically loses his mind after all of this, which I don't blame him.
Yeah.
So he does get the last lion. We talked about him in the tree and whatever.
Yeah.
You know, they throw the gun, he shoots it. There we go. And then his wife does visit him, and I'm still saying the same thing.
Yeah.
So she visited him for real this time, and I'm like, did you not hear me tell you about some lions out here? Get out of here. And then there's also a thing called a mosquito that's out here that you might not want your baby getting bitten by.
Yeah.
Now your baby's got malaria.
Yes, malaria.
I had to think.
I was going to say West Nile.
Nope, that's
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Goodness. But that's the movie.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Fun movie. I enjoyed it. Random movie facts?
Yeah. Okay. So starting off with casting, apparently Kevin Costner for Patterson. I don't like it.
No.
I have a better choice for that, but we're gonna get to that later.
Val Kilmer's good at it.
I thought he was kind of not great, and his accent was horrible.
His accent was horrible. Was he supposed to be?
He's supposed to be Irish.
Irish? He was not Irish.
It was not great, but I felt like it came and went, and not great. So as we have been saying throughout this entire recap, this is based off a true story.
Mm-hmm.
The events took place over 10 months.
Mm-hmm.
So
Kenya?
Yes, what is now known as Kenya and Tsavo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe it was Kenya back then.
Yeah.
Yes. So one thing I noticed, and I don't know if you guys caught this, like when I think one of the first camp scenes when the lion is attacking, I think Minna, they were saying like Simba, Simba, and I was like, Simba?
It means lion.
It means lion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Swahili for lion. I had to look it up because I did not know that.
Yeah, I had learned that a while ago.
Probably from like the making of the Lion King or something.
Something like that. And
Probably.
then I remember thinking that's stupid because I'm like, so our main lion character's name is Lion.
It's a kid's movie. He was also married to his sister, so.
Yeah, that happens in lion prides.
Okay, so they used 5 male lions for the making of this movie and 1 mechanical one.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I think the close-up headshots were like the mechanical head on it.
But yeah, I don't want to put a camera in a lion's face.
Try it and find out what happens. So, as we stated, Remington was a completely made-up character. Michael Douglas was a producer on this movie, decided to play the role of Remington himself. That was after Sean Connery and Anthony Hopkins said no. That's interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about any one of those, but it would have been interesting.
Oh, man. Sean Connery?
No, I don't know. I feel like Michael Douglas had pulled that off.
So, but here's the difference, though. He gave himself a bigger role because Remington wasn't that big of a character.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, Michael Douglas, but you think about, like, he wouldn't have been a big character.
Yeah.
So it would have been completely different. So basically, I guess Douglas and the director did not really get along. The director does not like the final cut of this movie because Michael Douglas had a recut so he can have more screen time. And like, the director's like, Remington's supposed to be like this more mysterious character, and Douglas wanted to give him a background with his family dying in the Civil War and all of this, and so the director was not happy, but
I thought it was fine.
I was okay with it, but I am now excuse me, interested to see what the director had in mind.
Probably something closer to what really happened, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. So we talked about the dream sequence with his wife. The screams that you hear is actually the screams of Remington being attacked. So it's like, you know how you can hear things in your sleep?
Yeah.
And
I figured that's what it was. You know, that's why you heard the lion and stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, oh hey, what's that music? And it's like your phone's ringing, dummy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it takes a while. Yeah, it's funny because it's like you hear it in your dream, and then it takes a while for your brain to realize, like, oh, this is what's really happening.
Yeah. So he was dreaming while his friend was getting eaten. So Patterson actually kept the lion skins and skulls of the lions. I don't blame him. You put me through all of that. Oh yeah. You definitely gonna be my rug too. So he used them basically as rugs in his house until he sold them to the Chicago Museum, where they have been taxidermied, and they currently reside in the museum. But they're smaller now because the skins were ruined.
Yeah.
But realistically, they're about close to 10 feet long. They were massive.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So some things that made this different than normal lions. We talked about a lot of them. 2 male lions hunting in pairs. What's wrong with my voice? They usually don't provoke humans. And in this case, they didn't attack the same place twice. So, like, Patterson would be set up on one end of the camp, and the lions would be attacking somewhere else, which is why he could never catch up to them. So, things like that. And then, like, you know, they weren't eating their victims, which was highly unusual. So, that's why they believe that they were killing for sport, which is unheard of.
Yeah.
And, you know, like the stuff like the bombas and then the fires to deter them, that stuff wasn't working. So, all of that stuff, which really made why people believe like these lions are the literal devil. Yeah. Okay, some real life differences between what happened and what was shown in the movie. Tsavo lions are maneless.
Yes, but that wouldn't have looked as cool.
And then I'd have been like, these lions aren't great. So, you know, because we think of lions, we think of full blown mane.
Yeah.
But lions from Tsavo, for whatever reason,
they don't have a mane.
They don't have manes.
Some people, I guess scientists were guessing it has something to do with the thickets and stuff. Like the manes don't survive, so they just started, you know, being born without them.
Yeah, which I mean that certainly could be a thing. And I think they said they also have more testosterone, so maybe that's why. But there's like all things, and you know, like they couldn't use them in the movie because you know no one has Tsavo lions laying around that's trained.
Yeah.
Especially since they're known to be more aggressive anyway. So yeah, not doing it. We already talked about how Angus, Samuel, and the doctor aren't real people, but were inspired by real people. There were 10 men in that stupid boxcar trap, and they all managed to miss one lion.
Couldn't shoot the lion.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
So the medical tent did really get attacked, but it was not nearly as big of a massacre as the movie played it out to be.
Okay.
But he really did set up a trap, and the lion was just like, nah, we see right through this.
Yeah.
And went for the tent, which is just crazy. So the discovery of the lion's den actually happened years after all of this stuff went down.
Okay.
But no one has been able to confirm if it did in fact contain bones of humans.
Bones.
Yeah. Because they believe, I'm not going to say they believe, but they have been unable to confirm Patterson's saying that they killed 135 men.
Yeah, he said it killed 135. They're saying it was closer to 30.
Yeah.
I might believe him, given that he lived it, and you know, I'm sorry, the British government has a reason to lie about how many people died.
I agree, and I'm gonna touch on that just a little bit. So yeah, so like Britain didn't send any soldiers like he asked for, but they did send Indian riflemen to help him out. So it wasn't a complete no, you're just gonna die. But at the same time, they were like, we're not sending soldiers for this. The Maasai tribe did not help him hunt for the lions. Just FYI. They were in the movie, but they did not help them hunt. So go back to... So now, I did see this one thing where they said they did DNA testing on the 2 lions and was able to confirm that they ate 34 people. Eating is not killing. So if they ate 34, I just feel like it's realistic belief that they killed more than that.
Yeah. They said they weren't eating.
Yeah, so I'm thinking to saying that, well, it was only like 30. We already know it's more than 30.
Yeah.
I mean, is 135 a lot? Could be, but I think it's definitely more than 30.
Yeah, it's definitely more than 30. Yeah.
Well, we already know it's more than 30. They said 34. Yeah. Yeah. So one of the reasons they think that maybe they did is because the lions, for whatever reason, had soft teeth.
Yeah.
And one of them had like an impacted tooth. So it's like, I don't know what impact. I guess it's like, I don't know if a tooth break on you. I don't know what impacted tooth is.
I thought it said its roots were damage, the roots of the teeth.
Okay, could be. Yeah. And then also, like, soft teeth is basically what lions and zoos get because they don't hunt. I think we should let our lions hunt, but that's just me. So, basically, because they...
Where?
Okay, this is going to sound crazy.
Oh, God.
Okay.
I mean, I agree with you.
Where are we going? Yeah, where
okay, so we have safaris, right? And, like, I know you can't have people visiting safaris with lions in them. But I just feel like we have a deer problem. Toss them to the lions in the zoo. And let them hunt them.
Chase them?
Yeah, why not? We have too many deers.
You gotta catch the deer.
We can't catch deer.
Apparently not.
We can catch them, we just can't keep up with them. They breed like rabbits, so
we can keep up with them. They keep saying that the hunters only can kill so many deer.
So I'm just saying, every time we trap a deer, just toss it in the zoo.
Well, they can only kill so many deer at a certain time. Because, okay, I agree with them, because if you just let the hunters go wild, they'll just eradicate the deer population, and then we don't have deer. Mm-hmm. And who knows what kind of effect that would have.
We probably will see more coyotes or something else weird.
Yeah, it could be. So I'm just saying. So, you know, that way, because I feel like, I don't have a problem with zoos. I know a lot of people do. I personally don't have a problem with zoos, but I do think we should make it more like their natural habitat. And I think, you know, lions should learn how to hunt.
I mean, yeah, a zoo should be more like the natural habitat. So I would say make the zoo bigger and have an enclosure where a lion can run around and hunt. So you have a high grassy area.
Okay, so then we can have a safari, have a bunch of fences and glasses or whatever, so the lions can get to the people on the safari, and then toss the deer in there. And let them hunt.
I'm still never going on that safari.
I want to go on a safari.
I'm not going on safari.
Nope.
Not with lions. We have a safe safari with like giraffes and stuff. You don't trust a giraffe either?
Hey man, you already know me, man. I don't know. So
I wanted to go.
A lion's gonna manifest itself in there because it's a safari.
Okay, can I borrow your kids so I don't look like a crazy person on the safari? Just the one of them. I don't want the other one.
Oh, God.
The other one might run out the car and I just don't know what's happening.
Oh, Lord. All right, so...
So their teeth problem might be why they went after humans, because humans are an easy kill. And there was like a disease outbreak and less of their normal prey was gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was easier for them to kill humans. Yeah. And I got that, but then I was like, how do we explain them just attacking?
Oh, yeah.
Like, so that explains them becoming man-eaters.
But what does that have to do with them just attacking for fun?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And they probably grouped together, so the two male thing can be explained because they probably were like kicked out of the pride or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, because one, I'm like, males don't like each other, don't they? Like, kill each other? So,
yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so probably don't have a pride. They're by themselves. Okay, so we get them hunting together. We get them eating humans. What's up with the whole just killing people?
Yeah, there's no explanation for that.
And then killing at night and killing in the day and like not having like a pattern.
Yeah, I think it was just like, this is why it was just so unusual, because what they were doing hasn't been done before and hasn't been seen since.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah. A little crazy. Okay. So my last thought. We already said I don't think Val Kilmer was fantastic in this.
Okay.
I think his Irish accent was not great. Why not get an actual Irish person to play this role?
True that.
I'm thinking Pierce Brosnan. In 1996, he just came off of GoldenEye.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, he would have worked in this role.
I think he would have been great for this role.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was my thought. I was just like, you had an Irish person ready to go, and they didn't use him. So
I can see that.
All right, that was my last movie fact.
Okay.
I just had one.
Okay.
The budget was $55 million.
Oh yeah, it didn't make a ton of money.
But it made $75.
Yeah, apparently critics did not like this movie, and I don't understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good movie. What did you like about it?
I don't know. This movie got a lot of hate for no reason.
It did win the Academy Award for Best Sound Editing.
I mean, yeah, I give them that.
Yeah, sound editing. I don't know. Like, are we sticking a microphone in the zoo enclosure and listening to a lion?
Maybe they're like poking the lion with a stick.
See,
like,
yeah, I'm
roar.
not even doing that. Nah, man, I'm not poking the lion.
Nah.
I can Because how else do you make them roar?
I don't know. You figure it out. Also, a job I wouldn't take. See, I wouldn't take any of these jobs. Never see me in there. All right. And I'm not working with monkeys either.
Oh,
apes.
You know how I feel about monkeys.
It's a bad idea. Okay. Nitpicks?
I didn't. It's kind of hard to nitpick something that really happened.
Yeah, that's true.
My biggest issue was the people falling asleep in the boxcar.
Yeah, my biggest issue was them not shooting.
Yeah.
My biggest issue is I would have left.
That too.
Yeah. Also, the sleeping in tents. I think I kind of pointed out the.
Yeah, which I mean, it's kind of like, how do you nitpick something that really happened?
Yeah.
But then I'm like, what is their other option besides tents?
No, I would have left. That's the thing.
Okay.
Can we leave and then come back? Like, okay, I need to sleep, so I'm gonna leave, and then I'm gonna come back and then
go where?
I don't know.
I don't think Africa was
African village that doesn't have
lions.
Crazy lions. Like, okay, like I don't like lions, but I would have taken regular ones over these two.
I'm not sure what the options were. I'm not sure what the makeup of Africa was back then.
Yeah, I have no idea, but
no idea. Oh, I guess we should say that they did finish the bridge. I'm not sure if we said that.
Who cares?
Oh yeah, we didn't. But yeah,
I don't care about that guy.
I know. At the end of the day, I was kind of hoping this bridge didn't get built.
Yeah, I would have left and said, "Screw your bridge."
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, so we can rate it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I would say I'd pay for that.
Agreed.
I thought it was an enjoyable movie. Interesting. And it just added another layer with it being a true story.
Yeah, I agree. I'll pay for that. I think it was suspenseful in all the right places. I thought visually it was pretty good.
Yeah.
The music was great. I don't really have a lot of problems with this movie. I really enjoy watching it.
You know, those old movies, there's usually like that funny part where you're like, oh, they really tried that in 1996. I don't think it had that, you know?
No,
like,
I think it benefits. Oh, I completely forgot that this was shot in South Africa.
Oh, they went to Africa to shoot it.
Yeah, on a game reserve. I don't know how I missed it. It was literally on my list.
Oh,
they couldn't do it in Kenya for, I don't know, reasons. So they did it in a game reserve in South Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will also give it, I pay for that.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
It is. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed watching it.
Yeah, cool. All right. Well, that's our thoughts on The Ghost in the Darkness. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It was an interesting movie. I guess we spoiled it for you, but it was a true story. So
we definitely ruined the whole thing.
Oh, it's fine. Watch it anyway. Wait till you see them idiots try to shoot a lion in a boxcar. So let us know what you thought about the movie. Of course, follow, like, share wherever you're listening to the podcast, and we will catch you at the next movie.